Let's take a look at the weird biology and anatomy of the new troll monster from the newly released Norwegian Netflix movie of the same name. Let's start with the description. As seen in the movie, the troll is a gigantic monster that was thought to be just myth and fairy tale. But in this movie we get to find out that he was in fact not just any troll, but a son of a mountain king from the Norse myths, and was one of the last specimens of his species alive. He was believed to have been hibernating and slept beneath the Dover Mountains in the north of Norway, only to be awakened by the construction of an underground railway tunnel. He was a humanoid giant that flourished in a tightly knit group, and that his family were killed for some unknown reason hundreds of years ago by human invaders and the advent of Christianity. Now let's take a look at his size. As confirmed by the paleontologists in the movie, the creature was said to be 45 to 50 meters tall, or 147 to 164 feet in height, judging by only the depth of the footprints and their size. But later in the movie we get to see the troll standing next to a tall building in Oslo, and he stands approximately the same as the 15th floor, which means the troll would be around 15 stories tall, and when converted into metrics, that would mean 150 feet tall, or close to 46 meters. He would be one of the biggest movie monsters from this year, 2022, and indeed one of the biggest from Norwegian films, rivaling the other Jotnars from the 2010 movie Troll Hunter. This troll has a very big head that is bald, but with massive Viking beard that is full of plant outgrowths. He has two human-like eyes and a broad nose plus two very big ears. All senses that are amplified by his magical nature, his hyper nature. His mouth bears a dental structure close to that of big cat species, with two canines on the upper jaw and two very big ones on the lower jaw that are visibly larger than the rest of his teeth. The skin of the troll is filled with rocky osteoderms and outgrowths that fit perfectly with the terrain of the region, a sort of camouflage for the icy and desolate geography of Norway. He is bipedal with two arms and legs, but also a very long tail that seems to be furry and a bit like that of a tiger or a lion. Now, the troll's anatomy is very similar to ours, albeit in a gigantic way. We can see from the skeletons in the cave that he is in fact a primate. The skeletal structure suggests the presence of a rib cage, a spine, a pelvic girdle, and the adjoining bones of the legs and arms. Although being a creature of legend and fairy tales, he is still a biological being in that he possesses organs and organ systems, a digestive tract that allows him to eat people and animals, making him the apex predator of the region. With the very ape-like skull that is seen in the cave, these trolls probably had a very complex nervous system controlled by a brain that would be very similar to ours, having a large cerebrum. The skin of the troll is the most interesting part. It has a very thick epidermis that looks like rocks and soil, which overlines a dense and very thick hide as well. Its hair and beard are made up of branchy and root outgrowths, which makes him a floral faunal specimen. The rocky and plant-like outer layers protect him from explosions, from fire, and even the most powerful tank and artillery shells. It is unknown as to whether he can withstand a tactical nuclear weapon, but it is very highly unlikely, as the radiation from that weapon will turn him into stone, as his entire biology is allergic to ultraviolet light, just like vampires. Even a bit of these UV rays will turn bone and flesh of the troll into stone, which is why sunlight is his greatest weakness. His ears are also very sensitive to a certain frequency that resembles church bells, causing him intense pain. The creature's main strength, though, is his enormous size. Being roughly 150 feet tall has a significant advantage because he can deliver a lot of damage to structures, military equipment, and anything at all. He can endure missile attacks, tank rounds, heavy bullets, and explosions as seen in the trailer and movie. He also has the ability to hibernate and effectively conceal from sensors, being virtually invisible to all spectrums of light, even the infrared sensors. In addition to these, the troll can smell the blood of a Christian and a Muslim from a distance and differentiate between the believers and non-believers of the Norse myths, one that is described as his hyper nature. So this troll has a weird mix of biology and magic in his anatomy, something which is heavily adapted from folklore and fairy tales. Anyway, that's about it. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button for support and subscribe, but most of all, smash that bell icon for regular updates on new videos right here on this channel. Till the next one, take care fam.